Good morning, all. I, I got some messages. I do. It's a miracle rising. So, here lately on my algorithm, I've been seeing a lot of the Kardashians, Kris Jenner with her face stuff. It's like every other video. It's just, they're just freaking stuffing it down your face. It's just hilarious. It's like, my gosh. I mean, jeez. How extra do you have to be? And so it's funny because I can't tell you how many people have blocked. Block. And then another thing is Jelly Roll and Bunny. Block. And it's so crazy to see the significance of difference, quite frankly, in both of them, if you really think about it, and how much they look different. If you go back to like 5 years ago to like now, it's just like you get into Hollywood and you look different. You become a different face card. And it's ironic, to say the least. And not to mention how you conduct yourself, the things you talk about. It's very odd to watch. And I used to be a big fan of Jelly and Bunny. And I have never really been a fan of the Kardashians. I'll be honest, not really. Never really got into the Kardashian show. Never really. Not a big fan of them. And that's neither here nor there, but that's just the truth. But it came to me. It's so odd to see the unraveling of everything in the political arena, the entertainment biz, the day-to-day life, the business front, just everything. I'm sure everybody feels it. You can just see the veils falling off people. When people go 10 feet down or extra hard to provide narratives, plots, religion, it's pretty much the truth unraveling in our face. This is how God operates when you truly move working for God and you move in good intentions. Like everything you do in your day-to-day is in good intentions. It's not stepping on people to get ahead. And so often enough, we are plastered people in front of our face that do not move in good intentions. They step on people to get ahead. And you're seeing that unfold right now. And it's one of those things. And so I had a dream about Jelly Roll and his wife. I did indeed. And so it came to me, how people conduct their life, reach their fame, is their own life. However, I don't have to partake in the bullcrap they're feeding us. I don't partake in the bullcrap they're feeding us. I don't. Now, do I see that there's entertainers out there moving in genuineness, speaking up, and using their platforms for good? I do indeed. But there's few and far in between. And those aren't one of them. I'll tell you that. They aren't one of them. So if people aren't moving and operating in good intentions and allowing their platforms to be a beacon of truth and hope, you have to ask yourself why. Why aren't they? And furthermore, I know he put millions or whatever in building a homeless shelter or something like that. Okay, let me just be clear here. I know how these people operate. They placate that they're doing something, but behind the scenes, there's an open-ended deal. All right, how money's going to be funneled there, how it's actually going to be a nonprofit, if it's going to be a nonprofit, if it's actually going to serve people, and that's just the truth. Because quite frankly, here's a slice of humility. If you're going to build something, build it. You don't need to put it on the news front. You don't need to have articles written. You don't need to do the most. Just do it. Just do it for your own humbled heart. So often enough, people do acts of service because they want like a data boy, a data girl, instead of just doing it. You're welcome for putting you on a platform that we have as a world to make you famous. And so good for you Good for you. You're actually doing something good. I mean, my gosh, it's just crazy how these people operate. Sorry. I mean, you're not going to get a cookie from me because you're slicing over to hopefully by God's grace, be a semi-good person and not move with ill intentions and some kind of back-end deal. We shall all only hope. So Charlie Kirk's wife was on Megyn Kelly's show, and I didn't watch all of it because it's kind of, I'll be honest, it's kind of cringy watching her. It just is. It is cringy watching her at this point. And again, to each to their own. Everybody moves and operates in grief in their own way. And so I'm going to give her space to do that. And I'm not moving with judgment, okay? But I'm just calling out a perspective. All right? There's nothing wrong with calling out perspectives. There was one portion of the interview that really caught my eye. She talked about how the movement won't change in reference to Charlie Kirk, religion, faith, God, and her running TPUSA. I thought that was an interesting choice as well, but we're not going to quite focus on that. Furthermore, you don't have to keep going on all these platforms and stuff to say the same thing. Why are you doing that? It's damage control, first of all. Just do what you said. Do what you said God's plan is. You don't need to vocalize it everywhere. This is just my own thoughts, my own opinions. You don't have to agree with me. Again, I got, respect for her. She is the mother of Charlie's children. But you are now the CEO of a business that is in the spotlight, and a nonprofit that is in the spotlight that is a part of the investigation of taking him out. So seeing as you don't want to talk about that, that's a little peculiar. All right? So I said it. Anyways, there's something she said when Megyn Kelly asked her, what would you say to, who was it? Let's see here. What would you say to Tyler's parents? If you had the opportunity. And this one blew my mind because I was like, what? Interesting. I'm so glad I'm not you. Okay. That's an interesting concept for somebody that runs along forgiveness and religion and faith and God and all this stuff. I'm so glad I'm not you. Interesting. So here's my twist on that. When spoken with ego, support and superiority and manipulation, the phase flips its energy, right? It becomes a veiled judgment. You are beneath me, I am right, and you are damned. It can signal spiritual bypassing, pretending forgiveness while still asserting control and moral dominance. And this is where they go. And again, I'm not talking to her directly, but I'm saying in general, all these people that are placating faith, God, religion, and doing the most and totally doing nasty things in the back. It's a Pharisee spirit. It is. It's a Pharisee spirit. Using religious and moral language to disguise as self-righteousness. So you've now taken the act, okay, I'm glad I'm not you. And you've now put yourself on this platform. On your platform. Which in the turn, okay, God stands on justice. God stands on truth, which is not something you're providing the nation. You're not. As a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company that's ingrained in a lot of shady crap. So you've now taken the position of that. It carries a vibration of false light. Words that sound merciful but are rooted in subtle condemnation. It's the serpent's twist. Truth weaponized through tone and intention. And that's the thing. These people move with weaponized tone and ill intention. And you can start seeing right through the veil when you move and operate in true intention, moving and operating for God. You just can. I love you guys. Have a great day. I have to get ready for work. I hope this video resonated.